What's going on, guys? Chip here. Welcome back to another video, and this is going to be an update video because, as I'm sure you guys may be aware at this point, it has been quite a long time since I have put a video up here on my YouTube channel. I believe since December of last year, so what are we at, like 9 months now at this point that it has been. And so I just kind of want to talk to you guys about, why I took a break from YouTube and moving forward, what my plans and goals are for YouTube, and just kind of, what's been going on in my life. I want to say thank you so much to the people who have come up to me at Pokemon tournaments throughout the past year and asked me, how I'm doing, why have I not been making videos, wondering what's going on in my life. And I want to, just tell everyone, yes, like everything is good with me. There's really not like a bad reason to why I took a break from making videos. And so I appreciate people's concern and people telling me that they enjoyed my videos and wanted to see more. I really do appreciate that. That means a lot to me, and that's really why I made videos in the first place, was for the Pokemon community, so that people could maybe learn something from one of the players I'm interviewing, or about the history of the game through my TCG time capsule videos, or even about the modern format when I'm doing like gameplay stuff. But yeah, so I took a break. This is totally not scripted, by the way. I've got a couple bullet points typed up here on my computer of things I want to touch on, but really just kind of going off the top of my head here. But I've focused a lot more on my work over the past 9 months. I don't really want to get too much into this, but yeah, I do work from home. I'm self-employed, and when you're self-employed, when you work for yourself, your time is very, very valuable and very important. And I kind of found that honestly, I was spending too much time trying to dedicate to my YouTube channel. And sure, I did make some money on YouTube. That was a source of some income for me for a while when I was making videos very regularly. But honestly, the Pokemon community, in the grand scheme of things and all things YouTube, is relatively small. We've got people who make daily videos that are actual YouTubers as their jobs. They have videos that get millions and millions of views, and so they earn a lot of revenue through that. I'm lucky usually to break 5,000 to 6,000 views on a gameplay video for Pokemon stuff. And that you just, there's not as much money there. And I don't want to sound greedy or anything like that. YouTube for me is not about money. It's not about trying to earn a living doing it. It's about sharing knowledge and doing something I enjoy, and building a community. I really felt like that was something I really enjoyed the most about YouTube, was building a community and having people commenting on my videos regularly, reaching out to me on Twitter, being able to talk to people who watch my videos when I go to Pokemon tournaments. That's the thing I love the most, is getting to interact with people who watch my videos. And so it was always more about that for me than it was about money. But it got to a point kind of where I realized I was spending a lot of time on YouTube and not as much time on my work. And my work was suffering because of that. And so I had to kind of take responsibility at that time last year, where I just was like, okay, I got to take a break from YouTube. I need to step back and get my work back into a good, healthy state before I think about jumping back into YouTube. And so that's what I did. And I think I only intended to do that for a few months, maybe 3 or 4 months, to just get back on track and, be at a position where I didn't need to worry about the other stuff and how much time I spent on YouTube. But after I got back to a good point after a couple months, I just kind of felt like I didn't need to go back to YouTube at that time. I don't know. It wasn't an active thing of I don't know. It wasn't really active I don't want to go back to YouTube. It was just more of this is kind of nice to not have to worry about. And that's kind of why I think it was good I took a break, because YouTube was something that I was kind of worrying about, as opposed to something I was just doing for fun and doing because I enjoyed it. And so when I am planning to come back and make more videos, that's what I really want to focus on moving forward for myself, is not worrying about it, not stressing about the amount of time I spend on it, and just really focus on producing content and videos that I really enjoy and that I feel like garner a healthy community. And like I said, that's like been the best and most important part for me, has been the community aspect of YouTube. And so that's what I really want to focus on moving forward. Also, this past year, as I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware, I spent a lot of time on commentary for Pokemon stuff. I commentated, I believe, 3 regionals this past season with Critical Hit, so I'm very grateful to Emily, TJ, and Adam, the people who are the producers over with Critical Hit, who really have given me an opportunity to cast regionals for them. I did a couple last season as well, and it's been such a great experience for me, and it means so much to me when people, you know, reach out to me and tell me that they enjoy my commentary, or tell me at events that they've really enjoyed listening to my commentary, because I really love it. I really, really do. I enjoy playing Pokemon, of course. You know, I was a player originally, but I don't know. I've really just kind of found a good stride with commentary where I feel like I've got a good rhythm and I just really enjoy it a lot. I love analyzing the game from a different point of view and, you know, conveying that to people who are watching it. I think, you know, that's important for people to understand the game. And, you know, when people come into regional streams who might not know what the Pokemon TCG is, I think it's important to just be very clear and like convey what is going on. And so I don't know, I think that's important, and I think content is just important for the growth of the community as a whole, whether it's like making videos or commentating at a regionals. These are the things that get more people interested in the game. You know, someone who's posting videos regularly is going to garner a community. People who aren't interested will start to watch, start to become interested, and learn more about the game. In the same way, someone who's commentating at a regionals is teaching people about what's happening who might not know it, and that gets people more interested in the game, thinking, okay, maybe I could do that, maybe I could start to play, maybe I could attend one of these regionals. And so that's why I really have enjoyed it personally. But yeah, so that's kind of just focusing on why I've been gone, why I haven't been making videos. And yes, I do plan to kind of come back here and start making videos, and I want it to be something where I'm, you know, less worried or, you know, stressed about putting out videos regularly. I want to make videos that I want to make, things that I think are fun, you know, gameplay of new decks that I'm enjoying, or interesting and unique ideas, or even just like fun decks from time to time. I love the interviews and things that I got to do with some of the top players in the game. I definitely want to do that for sure, interviewing some of these guys who, you know, placed well at the World Championships, hopefully. I really want to work on, you know, making videos about old decks, about retro Pokemon. Yeah, that's something I'm definitely passionate about, is the TCG Time Capsule series. I love getting to make those videos. I spend a lot of my time at Pokemon tournaments playing retro Pokemon decks or old Pokemon decks. And so I want to, you know, make more videos related to that for sure. And also like meta forecasts. I love those discussion videos with, you know, when I bring in players from all over the country or for like international championships all over the world to discuss the upcoming meta, the expected meta game, things like that. I really, really do enjoy those videos. And getting to work with a bunch of people, it's, you know, helped me to create really cool friendships with a lot of, you know, top level players that I might not would have had the opportunity to do so otherwise. So I'm definitely grateful that YouTube has been a avenue for me to, you know, to do that as well. So yeah, this past weekend, as I'm sure many people are aware, was the World Championships in Washington, D.C., and I attended Worlds for the first time as a spectator. This is only the third Worlds I've ever gone to. In 2017 and 2018, I was a competitor. And then this year, you know, since I focused a lot on the commentary and kind of just took it easy, didn't play, travel super far to a lot of League Cups. I did a little bit early in the season, but later on, once I knew I was going to commentate a lot more, I kind of didn't stress about that kind of stuff as much. So it was just a lot of fun, honestly, getting to go to Worlds as a spectator. There was so much less stress. I wasn't worried about what deck to play. I wasn't worried about, you know, competing and all that stuff. I was just there to enjoy the atmosphere, play old decks with my friends, hang out with people I don't get to see that often. But it, you know, it was just ended up being a really, really good time, and I'm glad I got to do that. And at Worlds, you know, I did have a lot of people actually. I was kind of it was surprising to me how many people came up to me and asked me, you know, how I had been. Like, why haven't I been making videos? I literally had a kid walk past me and go, Trainer Chip. I was like, hey, what's up, man? And the first thing out of his mouth was, why don't you make videos anymore? And I was just like, well, and I kind of like explained to him I just was taking a break for a little while. But yeah, I definitely, it's something I've wanted to get back to, and I'm glad that I'm going to be doing that here moving forward. At Worlds, I did play in the DC Open, and I had a good time, actually. I hadn't played in a Pokemon tournament in quite a while, like a big tournament like that, in months. There's 600 plus players in each pod, and I started 0-2, and I was pretty discouraged. I was like not really feeling my deck. I played Green's Reshizard, just a super basic list, and I was like, man, I should have just played something fun and just not cared about how I did, and I would be having so much more fun than I am right now when I started 0-2. But I actually ended up being able to rally back from an 0-2 start and won 7 rounds in a row to go 7-2. Because I started 0-2, though, my resistance was really bad, so I did bubble out of top 16. I think I got like 20th place. I was a pretty low ranked 7-2 because of my poor resistance, but from starting 0-2 to win 7 straight and get top 32 and get 60 championship points, I will definitely take it. Definitely take it. And I guess that kind of leads into this next season for me, what I'm going to be focusing on as a player, outside of YouTube. What do I want from Pokemon? So 500 points is the World's invite, and I feel like if I, put the time in, I could definitely get there, especially, starting off the season with 60 points is pretty solid. I didn't go to any League Cups before Worlds or anything like that. There was a couple in my area. I just wasn't really feeling the format at that time, so I wasn't playing. But I feel like I'm in a good position where if I played in a few regionals and had a couple of good finishes, I could definitely achieve my invite. And so, but the thing is that I really still want to focus on commentary. I loved getting to commentate the regionals I did last season, so I really feel like I'm going to still make that my primary focus. I want to commentate as many things as I possibly can, but when I'm not able to commentate at a regional championships, I'm going to try to play at them, I think. And so that's, something I'm excited about. I haven't really been a competitor, really practiced for a lot of regionals and stuff like that for a while now. So I'm excited to get back into that, and I think, making YouTube videos again will help me do that, because when I'm, making videos and stuff, I'm playing a lot more Pokemon. Just in general, I'm, more into it. I'm, testing a lot of different decks. I have much more knowledge of the card pool, and I think that makes me a better player and helps me a lot more that way. So I do want to play a lot more this year, mainly focusing on commentary, and then also focusing more on content. I think I'm more worried about, making videos, producing meta forecasts and things like that, than, practicing and prepping for tournaments. And I still want to do well at tournaments when I do play in them. I do have a competitive nature inside me. I don't want to just go play a fun deck and see how it goes. I want to compete. I want to do well. And there's a competitive drive in me for that I want to, have good finishes. I've top 8'd regionals in the past. Well, just one regionals in the past, and it's been a long time since that top 8. And I've had a couple of day 2s since then that maybe a couple things just haven't gone my way. I've been 1 win outside of day 2 a couple times at this point. I don't know. I really just want to perform. I want to put up a good regionals finish again, since it has been a while for me. So yeah, those are kind of just where I'm at with Pokemon right now in my life and with YouTube. So I really, appreciate everyone who's reached out to me. Again, like I said at the beginning, it means a lot that people care about what's going on in my life and care that I haven't been making videos, that they've noticed that I took a break. And yeah, I guess this is me saying I'm back. I'm ready to start making videos again. I'm hopefully going to do some interviews with people from the World Championships. I'm going to start doing some TCG time capsules once again, looking at some old Pokemon decks. That's one of my favorite things to do. Definitely going to do some gameplay of some of the decks that did well at Worlds, and moving forward, maybe some more interesting decks that could find success in the new format. And also meta forecasts and meta recaps, I think, is something else I want to do, is looking back at a tournament, how did things shape up compared to what people were expecting moving in. So that, I think, is going to do it for me, guys. I'm going to be going to Atlantic City Regionals. It's the first regionals in the US, and as of now, I am going to be playing in it, so I'm excited to be doing that. I'm really, really looking forward to it. I'm going to prepare and try to do well, but leading up to it, I really mostly want to work on, making videos for other people who are going to the tournament. I want people who are going in to feel prepared because they've been able to check out meta forecasts and things like that I've been able to record, or gameplay videos. But I don't want to get into a situation where I kind of fall back into why I took a break from YouTube in the first place, where I was kind of had my time work balance out of order with spending too much time on YouTube and not spending enough time doing my work. So that's something I've got a game plan for. I'm really going to try to work on that so that it's, I'm in a good spot for those types of things, and that's not an issue hopefully I'll have to deal with again. And I appreciate all the support, like, for real. It means so much to me that people, care about what's going on with me. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I will have more videos coming very, very soon. Thank you guys. Have a good one.